Steel King Nate, how was Garrett Wilson catch? Ruled a touchdown. And he did the same thing Pickens did.
Let's say he got a shin down, man. That's the difference. GP just got the foot, the same foot 2 times, where technically the rule is both feet, like right and left, not 2 like steps. It has to be like right.
What a stupid rule.
Well, it's stupid because it inconvenienced us. You know how that goes. If we was on defense and that was for the game
Yeah,
win, we'd be over here like, heck of a call, man. Heck of a call.
When you see a catch, you know when it's a catch.
Well, no. This is why we say it's the National Football League. If you want single foot completions, go back to college. Yeah, this is the best of the best.
No, that was 2 feet, though.
No, it was the right foot 2 times. It wasn't right and left, both feet, which is what the word says. Both feet. Yeah, man. I'm with it. I like it.
What a terrible rule.
I like it,
I hated
man.
that.
I like
that was
it.
terrible.
Hey, look, man, we are the best of the best. You know who would have caught it?
That was 2 feet.
No, you know who would have had it though.
I know.
All right then. So don't seek comfort. We seek comfort. Oh, AB would have caught it. My standard is AB. AB would have had 2 feet down, man. I don't care. If AB would have caught it, then hey, that's a good rule. Because I've seen AB make some of the craziest.
Serious question.
2 feet down. Yeah, what's up?
Do you think AB knows that rule?
2 feet? Yes.
Like it 2 separate feet?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But I would also say if you got a chance to see how meticulous AB was specifically with that part of his game on practice days, this dude would take hundreds of reps of just sideline 2 feet, back in end zone 2 feet. He'd be arching. He'd be like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, so when I catch it, I gotta leave it behind. As soon as I catch the ball, my legs are going dead, dropping them 2 feet, got to touch every time. So you would watch him. We were all like, man, I remember me, Bud, Chick, Shay. We all walk around, arching up, like, what you doing? AB, leaving it back there, bro. Toe tap. So when you see him do this countless times over and over and over and over, front of the end zone, back of the end zone, sideline, home, way, it don't matter. I look at that and I say, bro, I don't think there's an excuse.
Right, because I'm
GP,
assuming,
I think, is a better athlete.
I'm assuming Pickens didn't know the rule.
Yeah,
but
which could be
know
fine. At what point? But this is also the same guy earlier in the season. Now he probably was being a little jokey with it, but he did say earlier that he didn't know that the eye black having a message was a rule. When he got fined, I'm with you, but he said it. So I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe you don't know the rule. If you don't, once again,
I don't think you saw his reaction to the replay. He's like,
know.
That's a
he
touchdown.
said challenge it.
Yeah.
I know.
And the challenge, that's a whole nother conversation.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how they even did the challenge.
It's like Tomlin was challenging the rule.
But this is the part that I don't get. How the refs even allowed that to even happen.
Right,
it's like,
right.
What are we doing, bro? Like, y'all know y'all just reviewed this, right? Clearly, he's going AWOL. He's challenging. He's like, I'm going to challenge your challenge. How about that? But it's like, yo, what are we? That was a cluster right there. But in all seriousness, like, I do think of that with AB. And I say, man, watching how hard this dude worked on his craft, it's so hard for me to give other receivers that type of, oh, man, yeah, oh, I don't like that. Oh, yeah, he should, that. Because I've seen this dude, man.
I don't like the rule, but yeah, Pickens should know.
Right.
You got to try to get that second foot in.
At what point of your professional career do you decide to say, I'm going to learn and do whatever it takes to be the best at my craft? Man, I'm going to watch AB. He got this little freaking hand thing on his wall at the crib, bro. But like, what are you doing? Strengthen his hands so he got grip. You watch him wear a little finger thing, little gloves. He's like, yo, what are you doing? Just working on my hands. It's like, yo, he's always working on his game. He was always doing something to be the best player. So when I see his production and how he could be consistent, and we look at GP and how it's a little bit inconsistent at times, I think of that. I'm like, man, hey, there ain't nothing stopping you from working harder. There is nothing stopping you from doing that, man. There is nothing stopping you from being more detailed with your work. This isn't the first time that we've had foot issues with GP also with Izzo. Remember just a year ago, the casual, yo, get the second foot down, bro. What we doing?
Gosh, my man, Kenny, a touchdown.
So that's
would have been a nice 2-touchdown game for Kenny on Thursday night.
So that's my whole thing. I'm just like, bro, I like it, but you know, just detail a little bit more, button it up a little bit more. The same way with the 7 say, hey, pump your brakes a little bit, right? Everybody's crying, everybody's telling you, hey, man, pump brakes a little bit. You still got a lot of room to grow. Everybody wants you to be AB right now. Everybody wants you to be that level of great because you're talented as heck. And that's the part that when I look at him, I'm like, yo, you got a chance to be way nicer than AB because you're a way better athlete than AB. But you got to get way more locked in terms of the little stuff. And it's not that I don't believe that you're working hard enough. It's just when I look at the play, I look at the mindset, I look at the lack of details in certain situations. Whereas with AB, I look at how detailed he was in those situations. And the only difference to me is, yo, what are you doing behind closed doors when we're not with you? When you're away from the facility, how are you still working on your game? What are the little things that you're doing? And if you feel like you're doing stuff, man, maybe you can add something to that. Because we're not saying that you don't work hard, but that's kind of my thought process when I'm watching him. It's like, yo, you're flirting with it, but we can still see just a little. And he still should have had a touchdown. Not even counting that one. He still should have had a touchdown earlier. The Broderick one. We know this. That's why he's who he is. He's nice as heck. But it's like, yo, take us from here to there, man.
Yeah, and it's all on Pickens.
Right. Nobody can make, yeah.
How do you want us to be talking about you? If you want us to be talking
really
about
good
you
or great?
Yeah, right. Really good. Because that's where he's at right now.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's definitely wide receiver one. He's been playing awesome for us. But
look,
then we're still seeing some stuff left out there.
Yeah. Do you want to be the Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescotts of the world who get great checks, man, have great careers, but are never viewed as the Bradys, the Mannings, the Mahomes, the elite tiers? Like, yeah. Like, which one do you want to be? They're great careers. Both sides great careers. Both sides make a ton of money. Both sides gonna be remembered. But these guys are legends. These guys are greats. These guys are going to be immortals when they're done. Whereas these guys, they'll get talked about, but they're going to be forgotten a lot sooner than these dudes over here, man. That's how I look at him right now, man. He's kind of like right in that stage of which one are you going to be?
Yeah. Because there is one or two things that keep on popping up week in and week out with him.
Yeah.
Ball security, not getting the feet down. It's something week in and week out. Dropping balls. That became a trend this year out of nowhere. Dropping easy ones too. Yeah. Easy passes.
Like mental lapse.
Yep.
Just a little mental lapse. Because I know you know how to catch.
But you look at his stats right now, he's probably on pace for 1,100, 1,200
He's still gonna have a great
this year.
season. He'll still be a great season.
7, 8 touchdowns. T-Star F, 1 foot down twice is a TD, except for us. Shout out to Garrett Wilson.
Hey, man. I think they're different, but I get what you're trying to do.
In my opinion, that's way harder than getting a shin down or getting a knee down. That's why I think it should be instituted as a rule. If you get 1 foot down and you lift it up, you get the same foot down again. It's the same thing as 2 feet. Same thing as a knee. Same thing as a shin. That's what the rule should be. It's not the rule, but.
So you think it's harder to
I do
bounce on the same foot twice than to get that second foot down?
I do. Yeah. R Barley 18. I've told y'all for years, don't matter who. Well, I guess it depends. It depends on the scenario. But yeah.
Okay.
I think it can depend. At times, I think it's harder than getting a knee down, though, or a shin. Like your body just falling within the inbounds area. But yeah, it depends. I think it could depend. But if you're just like if you're on the side, like if no one's like hitting you or anything, because in Pickens' case, his momentum's getting taken because of the tackle. But I think if you're on the sidelines and it's just you and the ball getting
like
past
a little toe tap or whatever.
Yeah, instead of just toe tapping it, you take 1 foot, jump up, and then get that other one down. That's harder. That's just straight up harder. So make it a rule. Make it a rule that should count. It's crazy. You could. I think someone was making the point. You could catch the ball on 1 foot and hop all the way down to the end zone, and it could still not be a catch on 1 foot.
I just love these like hypotheticals, man. I'm like, this would be an interesting scenario, man. If dude could hop 1 foot down all the way, like I'm sure in theory, yes, I'm sure. But man, I deal with that one. I got to deal with that one, man. Yeah.
All I'm saying is just button up the rules a little bit. Get these rules detailed out.
I saw somebody say, "Yo,"
because that's the first time I've ever seen that.
I see somebody say, "Yo, what if he only has one leg, or what if he only has one foot? And he's an amputee. Like, does that not count?" I'm like, bro, why? Like, does one nub count as 2 feet? I'm like, oh, why we doing that now? You know what I mean? It's just like, how we get to this, man? Like, the rules are designed for it to be extremely challenging. Because we say that's what separates us from Canada, from college, from the XFL, from everything else. So it shouldn't be something that 99% of the population should be able to do. It should be this like ultra tough. And I feel like for that, man, yeah. The way that I've seen these rules, I'm like, yo, the 2 foot thing in my mind is a lot more challenging, especially on a consistent, just blanket across the board scenarios. I feel like the 2 feet as a whole are going to be a little bit more challenging than the double tap. Just from my perspective on it, man. But I am glad, though. I am glad that the rules are always being updated. And I'm sure the competition committee at some point is going to talk about that again. Because they're going to look and say, well, hey, man, maybe this ups scoring. Maybe this ups production. Maybe this ups viewership. Is that something that we might decide to change? And as a defender, we're going to say, bro, why are you going to change it to that rule where we personally think that that's going to make it easier for them? I'm glad they changed it, but I still miss the rule where you could carry the guy out of bounds. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, like I miss that joint. Like, oh, break. Yeah, I like that one.